Hello once again, and today I'm going to be talking about Formula 1 again. Well, we'll get to what I'm going to be talking about in a minute. Obviously, when it comes down to Formula 1 or any racing, it's more about the drivers than the car. But then you get people saying, oh, he's only the best driver because he's in the best car. You get people like that. I mean, I went into all these Facebook groups. Oh my God! All you see is people bitching at the other person. Oh, Max is the best. Max this, Max that. Yeah, he might be the best for that year because he's world champion. Yeah. Oh, Max is the best driver ever. Oh, he's fantastic. Oh, just look at the stats this season. Yeah, he's had the most poles. He's had the most wins. Well, yeah, fair enough. But obviously a great driver needs a great car. And of course, a great driver is going to win in the best car. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, over the years, reason why Lewis Hamilton's only 7 times world champion, because he's always had the best car. What about 2008 then? The McLaren wasn't the best car, but he still managed to win the championship. But okay, he still won the championship because obviously we all know what happened to Glock. It was wet. He had the wrong tyres. End of. It wasn't no conspiracy because that's bullshit. It was wet. He slid wide. That's why. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Oh, shut up, fucking idiots. You know, I think that problem with people, they just hate Lewis Hamilton. They just can't stand him because he's a great driver. They don't like that, you know. Schumacher was the same, you know. Oh, Schumacher's in the best car. Well, he deserves to be a champion 7 times because when it comes down to a driver, they help build that team up. I know Michael Schumacher helped build up Benetton when they won 2 championships. They was fighting against Williams. That went down to the wire in 1994. Now that was a bit blatant what he'd done. Schumacher come off the track and took Damon Hill out when he was trying to overtake. Yeah, that was blatant, and he got away with that. Yeah, because the rules were different back then. And obviously with Senna and Prost in 1990. But what happened really? Did Prost pull in front of him? I don't know. But we're not here to talk about drivers' championships. We're talking about Mercedes. Mercedes have made history, winning 8 championships in a row. Now, I thought Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton, or you know, they got records. You know, obviously Hamilton's the most successful winning driver of all time. You know, but these records are there to be broken between drivers. But we're talking about a team now. We're talking about teams. Mercedes 8 in a row, consecutively, from 2014 to 2021, won all 8 Constructors championships. Now that is a record, and that's an achievement on its own. Now most of those championships came with Lewis Hamilton, 6 in total with the team. Nico Rosberg won with the team, but the only non-Mercedes driver was Max Verstappen, which is an achievement on its own. You know, the only non-Mercedes driver to win a championship. Yeah, that's an achievement. You know, I would say Red Bull was the better team, had the better car for most of the year. But Mercedes, being Mercedes, don't give up. And they clawed it back towards the end of the championship. Because it's Mercedes. German engineers. Probably I would go to say German engineering is the best. Yeah, I've said it. Where Japanese used to be the best at making electronics. Not anymore, I would say, but they used to be. Everyone looked up to the Japanese, all like buy a TV, you know, a Sony or a whatever, Toshiba, etc. Now, you know, what are they looking at now? Probably Samsung, which is South Korean. You know, the South Koreans are taking over. Anyway, we're not here to talk about electronics and TVs and shit like that. Yeah. So this has always been overlooked because obviously everything's focused on the drivers. But let's have a look at the team. Mercedes. I mean, they've beaten Ferrari were the record holders. They had six championships in a row. But overall, Ferrari won most amount of championships, obviously, because they've been going since 1950. Of course, they're going to win most of the championships. But 8 in a row for Mercedes. That's an impressive achievement. That is really impressive. You know, yeah. Oh, Lewis Hamilton's had the best team. Do you know what? He deserves it. He's a great driver. And it takes a driver and team combination to be champions. Just remember that. Whoever says, oh, he's got the best car. Well, he deserves to have the best car. Now it's up to Verstappen and Red Bull to make their car even better for next year to take it on to Mercedes. And that goes for every other team. Red Bull has certainly got the talent. Proved that this year. Ferrari, they got two up and coming, established drivers now. So if they get a car, perhaps they could be, who knows, new rules for next year. And this is gonna, you know, it affects everyone, you know. New rules, new car rules, completely different car rules. So it should be interesting to see. Will excuse me. Will Mercedes keep their dominance? Will Red Bull be the next one to dominate? Will Ferrari? Will McLaren? Wait and see. Should be interesting next year, but just remember, it takes a good driver and a good team to win a championship. So when people say, oh, he's got the best car, well, he's entitled to have the best car. As what Schumacher and Hamilton, they help develop the car as well as drive the car. And that's what a good driver does, helps develop the car as well as the team. You know, how it handles, how it should handle, you know. The driver gives the best input on how a car should drive. And that's happened with like Senna, Prost. It's always happened. You need the best driver and the best team in combination with each other. So well done, Mercedes, for winning 8 championships in a row. Completely dominating the hybrid turbo era. No other team has won in the turbo hybrid era. Remember that. Yeah, Red Bull, but they only won the Drivers' Championship, not the Constructors. Remember that. But we'll see what happens next year. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.